Coach Hud, 50th win as a head coach and second straight win over at SNU, 23-9. What is going through your head right now?
Just really excited, man. Winning is tough, and I'm just proud of this team. I'm proud of our coaches. We got to continue to build that chemistry. That's going to be the key for us. We're 0-0 right now, and tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we're going to get cranked back up, get ready for our next opponent. Got Oklahoma Baptist on the road next week. But it's a big win. I'm happy for. We had a great crowd. A lot of alumni back, a lot of former players back. Man, I was pumped. I finally got to meet Derek Armstrong in person. He's a guy that was here, and that was really cool today. But man, it's exciting. I'm happy for my family and these coaches and our players. And it's just when you win, man, momentum just sort of picks up a little bit, and we got to remain humble and continue to work hard and continue to build that chemistry and culture that we're going to need. Because look, I'm a big believer that in those games that are really tight, that's going to make a difference. You got to have everybody on board. Everybody's got to be pulling the rope the same direction, and that's stuff that we're going to continue to do, man. But so excited, so happy, and I just love the wins, man.
Before we get into some of the players, we talked 2 weeks ago before Arkansas Tech that there needed to be a change, and we just heard it from Ford that the mindset in the locker room has changed. Mm-hmm. What is your thoughts on that? Because I know they've come out twice now and kicked butt.
The big thing about it is we try to create just a competitive mindset in every day, and the best guys are going to play. And we get to play a lot of people, and that's important. It keeps people fresh, it keeps people productive, and it gives you a chance to win. And so that's a big deal, man. Because if your locker room is not in a good space, that can be detrimental to your whole team and your program. And this just helps. We'll continue to work on that. And, it starts with me always. But you know me, James, whether we win or lose, I love the opportunity to do these interviews because you look in life, man, you're going to have ups and downs. And if you don't deal with them the right way and you don't let that define you, then you got a chance to be able to bounce back. And I think we're in a position right now that we've got to, like I said, remain humble, work hard, stay productive in what we're doing, and just, rally around each other. And I think that's what's happening right now.
There are two big names that I want to talk about. First one, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟. It's his second game of the year, and he's had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And it's an impressive coming out of him is he a true freshman? He's a true freshman. True freshman.
Yeah. Drew's he's a good little player and very, very proud of him. But again, it creates that competition, because look, he's playing, behind TJ at H, and TJ's been great. He's been productive, and people recognize that. And if you have other people that you can get the ball to and feel good about, it's great. But I mean, we just got to continue that same mindset. Look, I coach receivers. Isaiah Cross, former player of mine at GAs for me, does a tremendous job. All our GAs do a tremendous job, and it's important to them. I think, when you got guys that played for you and been in the program and wanted to be successful, there's just a different mindset for them, and I'm just super grateful for the staff I have. But yeah, man, Drew's a kid that, again, he's got to continue to work hard, continue to watch guys at practice that he can sort of learn from, and I think he's done a great job with that. And I think the other ones have done it as well. So, look, very, very happy for him, happy for everybody, man. Defense, I thought, did a great job, in particular in the second half, because like I said earlier, man, Southern Naz is one of the toughest teams to play because they're going to play hard, and that's just who they are. That's it. That's in their DNA. And, being able to find ways to win against a team like that that's going to play 60 minutes, it gives you a mindset that you need to have. And so somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, but, that program is just, they have a great culture, and it starts with their head coach and their AD and their chancellor as well. So it's we're very fortunate and very happy about this win.
I know you're not going to let me out of here without talking about G. Evans.
Yeah.
Sacks upon sacks upon sacks tonight, coming up big on multiple plays. Talk a little bit about him and
look.
team.
He's definitely got he's going to be nominated for Player of the Week for the conference, and geez, I hope he gets it. The guy's got 4 sacks and then 5.5 tackles for losses. And look, did a majority of that in the second half. And what people don't realize about G, that guy's been beat up. I mean, he gets knocked out in the first game, right, with concussion. Finds his way back, has a little bit, these injuries of a linebacker are always, just magnified because he's in on every play. But look, he's a guy that works extremely hard. It's important to him, and others see that. I look at Doss, number 13 for us. He looks at the guy like that, and he tries to find ways. And all those guys are rallying around, and just super, super proud of our team, the leaders, our captains, and I just want to keep this ride going. And look, it starts, like I said, on Sunday, 4 o'clock. We're going to work, getting ready for the next one. So I just hope everybody can enjoy homecoming because it's always important, and maybe we get more people to come to home games. And man, the atmosphere today was unreal. So
energetic,
really excited. And I do want to say this, our thoughts and prayers are with Mark Jelks, man. Mark's one of our assistant ADs, does a great job on game day, and he had a blood clot and he was in the hospital for a couple of days, and but he does a great job of, letting everybody understand how this works, this whole process. And 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 Pace did a great job, and Ryan and Katie and everybody in our staff. But Alex, and she had to take hold of the lead today. I'm super proud of her. I'm glad she did a great job. You got to step into a role when one of our members go down on homecoming. But everybody rallied around. Jane, proud of you and Ryan. You do a great job. But I'm super proud of our staff and happy that everybody's gonna be able to enjoy it.
We'll see you at the next game.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Eat 'em up.